Hi everyone, this is Big Boss Calvin 83. I got something to show you. Be right back.
Town of Tonawanda woman shouted, "Let him die," as her son began choking on food at an Amherst restaurant. 68-year-old Rolane Feuvelman has now pleaded guilty to endangering the welfare of an incompetent person. Prosecutors say she tried to prevent other people from helping her mentally challenged son when he began choking on his meal this past June at the Boulevard family restaurant. Feuvelman will be sentenced in October.
So she told everybody, let him die. Why would you think she would do that? You know why? Because the child is undesirable. You can just go, you can hit rewind. That the child was disabled. So he was undesirable. And the mom did not want to raise an undesirable. Because as the child got older, she knows how that child would be treated in society. And I'm not saying that justifies her killing her child. She's stupid as hell. The reason why the child's disabled is because of the damn government. We are in a polluted world, society. Your food, your water, your air that you breathe, everything that you use is toxic. And the pills that you take, these so-called medicines that come from the pharmaceutical industry. Well, I remember when Warren broke it down. When you spell pharmacist, P-H-A-R-M, harm. You take the H, you take the P out, you just leave H-A-R-M. There it is, harm. Assist. Harm assist. Harm assist. So when you deal with your pharmacist, they're not there to really help you. They're misinformed themselves. But the drug industry is about money. It's funny how they want to make drugs illegal, but they bring drugs, especially from overseas. The system is a trap. It's entrapment in a slave grid. That's what it is. And it's eugenics. You know why she believed she wanted her child to die? Out of misery, because she knows what you people are capable of. You people are capable of being evil and being the parasites that you are, because you like treating people who don't fit your norm in your mind, because that's what you've been indoctrinated to go by looks. You're told that a person is supposed to behave a certain way. You feel because you hang with a group of people who thinks just like you, or you think just like them, that your way is correct and your way is the only way. You speak a certain way. You think your way and the group of people that you associate yourselves with is the only way. You think because you hang with a group of people, or you come from an environment where people think a certain way, and you think that's normal. It's not normal. It is not normal. That is subjective. That's your normal, or your group thinking of normal. It's not normal. You people are not normal. None of you motherfuckers are normal. The only person who comes close to being normal is the people who are awake to what's going on. And they see the bullshit that's going on out here in the society, how people are treating each other, the way they don't want to be treated, how you create your own killers. The reason why you got the suicide rate, and most males kill themselves, is because the way society has treated men, with the misandry and oppression that's going on. And there's facts why. One gender is placed on the pedestal, which is the women, and one gender is suppressed down, and the men have to do it all. You don't see men filing harassment against women, no matter how crazy or over sexual she come across, even if the guy's not attracted to her, or feeling some kind of discomfort, or because he's repulsed by her look, the way she looks. Most dudes will still give her the benefit of the doubt, and women don't. But that's what it is. I don't want to go too off topic, but it's funny how you got a lot of they talk about women being all these loving, caring mothers, but they don't talk about the abuse. They don't talk about these child killers who are female. They don't talk about the abortions. If they're so loving mothers, why would you kill your child? And why would you bring a child into this world when you don't have your shit together? When you don't have your resources together? You don't have your mind. Not just resources, money and other resources, but you don't have your mind. You never grew up, but you want to have kids. You got kids having kids. You don't know how to lead by example. You don't know leadership. And that's what being a parent is all about. Yet you can have somebody like Casey Anthony kill her own child, and she gets by with it and gets excused from it over something that's totally irrelevant, like her being abused, that's just bullshit. And it's ridiculous the way women are killing their kids, but they don't want to give their child up to they don't want to. If they talk about the dad not being there, why don't you give it to the father? It kills me how you say the dad's not there, but you know where he lives. And you can see him anytime you want. You can say court. You can tell the courts, "Hey, I want my child to live with him. I want him to deal with the stress and the burden." And many men will take it, because you know which men you pick to have kids by, and you know certain men you pick who are degenerate. The ones who are degenerate, not the on-point dudes. You know, the reason why you get with the trash is because you want to run shit. So that's why you go with low-grade males, inferior men. And then and it's funny is that they go for the on-point men who are established and have resources and that, and they use that to get a free lifestyle. So the guy owes her a living, and he doesn't owe her a living. Ain't about the child. She's using the child as a fucking pawn, ransom. If she cared that much about the child's welfare, she would not abuse her child. She would not let her child get raped and abused and molested. She would give to the child. She would first of all give the child to the father, since he has all the resources. Range time where he can have time to. I forgot he don't have maternity leave. They can't work around the schedule for his children, because that's just not acceptable. Women can have a schedule even as a single mother, and she can work around her, and employers will work around her schedule so she can spend time with the kids and be home at a decent hour. But they can't do that with fathers. It's a shame. And then you got women killing the kids because they don't want to lose custody. It just goes. So all these complaints that women make is just bullshit. And the reason why that mom killed her child is because she knows how women will stereotype her own son who's disabled out. And that's why, because she's that same bitch. So she knows how other women will think when that child gets older and starts want to get curious about the opposite sex. Anyway, got more clips. That's all I got to say. Remember, kids are not asked to be here. To women, when you bring children into this world or decide to abort it, they don't have a say-so in that. Children do not have a say in what you choose to do when it comes to reproduction. So it's up to you to give them the best life they could ever have and give them better than what you had and didn't have. Remember that. It's up to you to be part of the legacy instead of relying on a man to do it. You are responsible for the legacy and the development of that child. And that's why you're just as responsible for being part and building the legacy with your child as well as the father. So remember that. That's what I'm going to say. I'm out. Peace. Okay. Now we got an article of a mother accused of beating her son for using Facebook. That's right. Using Facebook. So there was a likely chance. I read the article. You can read it for yourself. Right here. Somebody told the mother that the son posted a message which indicated he might try to hurt himself. Guess because he was abused. He was so depressed. Probably was treated like shit. You know, going to school. That's right, because people like to treat other people the way they don't want to be treated. That's right, just going by looks, stereotyping another human being for 1 to 5 seconds, and labeling him or her. Well, most of the time, labeling him. He was dumped on, made fun of, mocked, put down, degraded, insulted, attacked. In some cases, assaulted and abused by the peers in school, in the neighborhood. You know, same difference. And then you got stress at home. You got stress dealing with his peers. Being heckled, being antagonized, being disrespected. And his mother, the kid's mother, didn't make anything better. He probably tried to talk to his mom. But the mom was in denial, didn't want to do anything, didn't want to listen. So I think she's about herself. So chances are that's what happened. So the mom got upset because he posted a message that he might harm himself. Chances are it might be a suicide attempt. So what did the mom do? Instead of talking with her son and finding out what is going on and looking at the post, instead of going by not supposed to be using Facebook, but why he posted a message that he posted and getting the boy help, what does she do? She beats him. That's her help. With a cord. Shoot, it's not like the boy was like doing anything illegal on the net, looking at porn or anything sickening, because he posted a message of why he was unhappy. That's the world. That's our society. Someone you cry help as a guy because he's just a guy. And that's why she beat him, because he's just a guy. He has no feelings and emotions. He's not a human being. Another child murderer.
Today is a time to remember Harry and Elise. Harry would have been 5 in a few days' time. The lives of these two beautiful, innocent and wonderful babies were taken from them in the most horrible and disgusting way. They did not stand a chance. My children are my life, and whilst I am now apart from them, they live on in my heart. I give thanks for them, and that their spirit remains undimmed in all those people who knew them. The saddest thing today is that they will not grow older and enjoy their lives. taking a life is the most obscene act anyone can commit, which in my view should receive an equal punishment.